Okay, this is the first screencast for Project 4. I'm starting in our blog for Project 4 that has the instructions in it. As always, I'd recommend that you spend some time reading the material that I provided to you in this summary section up here. For this screencast, I'm going to start with the instructions, and I'm going to very carefully follow through these instructions. It's very important. I'm still seeing errors from students who end up getting a repo inside of another repo, and Git just cannot handle that. So we want to go through this very carefully and understand that we need to be in two separate directories when we're doing this copying from one repo to the newest repo. So here we are. I'm pretending to be IDMX student. I've got project 3 open, and here's project 4. So the instructions say, make VS Code empty by closing any open folder or workspace. So let's go to VS Code. Sure enough, it's not empty. It's what I was using for project 3. So I want to come up to File and close whatever it will allow me to close. Now I can get rid of the welcome screen, and when I click on the Explorer, if I see this blue button, Open Folder, I can guarantee that it is empty. VS Code is now empty. So let me click on that, and let me jump back here. We're going to clone project 4 to a new folder named P4. So we'll do that. Brand new folder called P4. Create that and open. Again, the welcome comes up. I can close that. So I'm talking my way through this, and I recommend that you do that as well. You can do it silently if you want, but just, okay, I've got P4, it's empty, it's ready to be cloned. Let me go to my GitHub, make sure it's P4, which it is, so I can copy that URL, take it back to VS Code, go to Terminal, New Terminal, and type git clone, paste that in, and then make sure I do a space and a dot. I cannot emphasize enough that the space dot is going to keep you relatively sane, and hopefully keep Git relatively sane as well. So we'll do that. Of course, it was almost empty, but we've done it. Come back into the instructions. It says, again, make VS Code empty by closing any folder or workshop, then clone your completed project 3 repo into a new folder named P3-4-P4. And I'll just call that P3-4-P4. So let's do that. Make it all empty by doing a close folder. Get rid of welcome. Get into the Explorer. Open folder. New folder. P3-4-P4. Create that. Open it. It's empty. Get rid of the welcome screen again. Come to our project 3. Yes, right? talking my way through it. I need to now clone project 3 because it's going to be my starter code for project 4. Come up to terminal in VS Code, and again git clone, paste that in, make sure it says project 3, make a space and a dot, and there it is. Now let's go ahead and close folder, and because I'm working on a Mac, let me find my new folders. I've got P3 for P4 and a P4 folder. And how you do this, it doesn't really matter. What I like to do is maybe open up the two. Highlight these and then drag and drop. So there we are. And then it's a good thing to go ahead and trash this so that there's no possibility that we're going to come back and start working in the wrong place. Okay, so now I can come back into VS Code, go to open folder, and I have P folder here, P4 folder. Allow workspace, modify your terminal shell. If this comes up, this has been coming up since I installed Catalina. Go ahead and answer allow. Obviously, we want to be able to use bash. Catalina is also using Z shell instead of bash, but it's just a variation similar to bash, and it should be fine. But at this point I don't even need the terminal, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to come in here. I like seeing the green files. They tell me that these are new for P4, and I'm going to change that to P4 in the README file. As you can see, I'm adding each title, which for this is mobile first. So I'll give myself a new line and say mobile first, and go ahead and save that. And now I'm ready to commit and push. So let's go into the Git, write my commit message, copy P3 to P4, check mark that, come over here and push. Give it time to copy all those files up to GitHub, then come into project 4 on our GitHub page and refresh. There we are. It says project 4. It's got mobile first. It's got all the files. It's good to go. I think I'll go ahead and very quickly deploy to Netlify. Netlify, log in, new site from Git. Obviously we're using GitHub. I find my username, pull that down, go to IDMX225. There's my new project. Scroll down, find the deploy button. I'm waiting. There we go. So it creates a site for us. Go into site settings, change site name, and actually, let me see if I can copy it. Change site name, save. And there we have the site deployed. So I think that's it for this video. Hopefully 1 or 2 projects down the road, this will be sort of second nature for everyone without any mistakes, all the way from cloning your new repo to deploying your website.